All right, good morning, folks. Happy Halloween, and a little bit foggy out this morning. Good morning, Izzy Rose. And we all are waiting for the Delphi press release at 10 o'clock. We lucked out this weekend. It was supposed to rain Saturday, Sunday, and today, but it didn't rain all weekend. And it is foggy out right now, but other than that, looks like it's going to be kind of a sunny day. So that might be good for the kids for trick or treating or whatever, right? But we are all waiting for the Delphi press release to find out what they have on Ricky Allen, or whatever his nickname is. And I believe that starts at 10. Let me check. 10 o'clock. Folks, there's going to be a lot of people covering it. Kate Does Crime is covering it. There's going to be a whole bunch of people that are covering it. That are going to be broadcasting it live, I believe. Other than that, just another normal day. Just another day. Oh, I heard Don Wells got out of prison the other day. Yesterday, was it? I wonder what he's up to. Lalani is cold as ice. That's a lot. ATS is live right now. You should stop in there and say hello. All right, so ready for that. And that's about it. Yeah, I wonder who is going to get Don first. I don't know. Well, you mean interview him, or you mean get to him first, like somebody wants to go after him or something? I don't know. But I'm having a hot cup of coffee right now. And we are almost into November, right? I've been looking at the forecast for November. I can remember being a kid. November it was never warm. It was never warm. There was already snow on the ground. But I've been looking at the forecast for the next month, and there's just nothing major going on. we're going into November, and I think next week our temperatures are supposed to be 70 something degrees, 60, 67, I think. Of course, that could change. Just like they said, we were supposed to get rain for 3 days out here this weekend and today on Halloween, but no rain. Uh, Excuse me. So that could change. Now, I do agree with some of these YouTube channels that are coming out now saying that there is a sting going on down south uh, for these kiddie porn people and whatever they are, whatever they call them, catfishers. I know there's a big thing going on. I was watching a YouTube channel last night, and they were saying the same thing that they believe it's a big ring of these guys down there, down south or whatever, sharing photos of kids and stuff like that, using fake accounts. You know what they're saying out here in Indiana is that guy also had a fake account. Uh, Richard Allen also was using a fake account and possibly might have been using uh, the Anthony Shots account along with uh, Keegan Klein and the rest of these people. You know, I imagine maybe these guys cut a deal or something and gave up. I mean, they've been making a lot of arrests down there. A lot of people been getting locked up. But you know what's really fishy about this case is they had no idea who he was. I don't think the police had the evidence that they said they had, in my opinion. Because why would they let this guy walk around for 5 years and put the rest of the community in jeopardy? It just don't make sense. You know, there's a lot of people now coming out saying, well, they knew who he was the whole time. Well, if they did, and he's been walking around for 5 years, uh, good God, you know, was there someone else he could have done something to? Could he be a serial killer? They are saying out here in Indiana that there might have been a connection between him and the rest of the people that they've been picking up. Anthony Klein or Keegan Klein and some of the other people down there down south. I hope they don't tell the public what this man did to those girls. Well, they should, as he rose. They should release the information. Um, to me, he don't look like Bridge Guy, but you know, like I said, I was watching numerous videos last night, and people are like, "How in the heck can they even get an identification out of the Bridge Guy photos when it's so distorted and pixeled and it's not a clear photo?" I agree with that. Sometimes you look at that video or the photo of Bridge Guy and you see four or five different other photos in it. Yeah, Yeah, it is horrible, Izzy Rose. Now, we don't know if that was true, though, what happened to him, Izzy Rose. We're only going by what a couple YouTube channels were telling us, uh, which that information was never released. It was never released to the public. So, how did they find out about that? There was a couple people that were saying that they were all carved up and stuff. We don't know. We hope not. Hey, good morning, Kahana. Happy birthday and have a great day, Kahana. I know the person that is, I know that, I know a person that's really close to the police, and they let him know, but he's not telling anyone. Well, I don't know if you folks have seen Sean Harmon's video, but he was claiming that it was some pretty sick stuff, right? Uh, but that information was never released. So only the people that were there would have actually known uh, what happened, right? And the only reason I say that is because there was no crime scene photos released of the crime scene or the bodies. So nobody really knows what happened. Thanks for the coffee, Con. Really, it's a really foggy morning though today. Well, it was. It looks like the fog is starting to lift a little bit, but let's just check on some of these things real quick. I know the mob crew, I think the name of it is going live with it. I know Kate Does Crime is going live with it. I know probably Brittany J will probably go live with it. I wonder if the lab is, yeah, the lab will probably go live with it too. We'll see at 10 o'clock. I've been raising my grandbabies, and as you know, they're back home. I'm so glad I don't have to do this Halloween no more, but their Halloween costumes are outrageous. Yeah. Well, Izzy Rose, just be safe and make sure you check the candy out. make sure. I mean, it's really crazy. We just didn't worry about stuff like this when we were kids. You know, tainted candy or people putting stuff in candies and apples and stuff. You know, we really didn't hear about stuff like that when we were kids. But the world has changed so much. I got to refill my coffee. Ah, smooth, smooth. Me myself, my opinion, I think it's a giant sting they're doing. They're picking up all these people that were connected somehow to uh, kitty stuff. You know, that's what I'm thinking down there. It was just a big group or whatever. I always took thirst to the fire department and let them check it. I don't know how the mother's going to do it now. I don't know. I know it happened out here a couple years ago as he rose. One of the kids got a hold of a piece of candy, but it was supposedly laced with meth or something like that. And they flipped out and almost died or whatever. And it was, I don't know. Why do we live in a sick world like that? I have no idea. Uh, Excuse me. I wonder if Humanimal will be going live. Oh, there's Don Wells, Tennessee DMV from restricted driver's license. Hmm. He might not be able to drive nowhere. He might not be able to go anywhere. I better notify this. That's Melissa Jade's going live at 9 p.m. tonight. Crime Weekly. ATS News. That's a great channel too. Izzy Pop. the mob crew.
Yeah, we do know that they will know press conference. Now they do know more than we know at this point, but in terms
of it's on HLN.
What will be said, the press conference was on new sketch, if you remember, a new direction, so to speak. And there was person could be in the room, so you see kind of the superimposed both sketches. Now the first one was released early on, and then the younger looking sketch, and there's been speculation about that. Becky Patty said, well, maybe it depends on who was there. And if you're younger, you think the person looks older, or if you're older, you think they look younger, meaning eyewitnesses there to bridge that day.
Yeah, that makes sense as far as age, and a perception of age, depending on an older person versus a younger person. That makes sense.
Well, we'll see come 10 o'clock, folks. We will see. We will see. Raphael, you should be really careful when you're in people's chats. Especially when there's kids. Candace can drive. Yeah, Candace can. Don Wells, maybe not. What do I think? I think it's probably some kind of connection to the Delphi case through the kitty photos, the kitty porn photos. Do I think he's Bridge Guy? I don't know. Bridge Guy looks a lot taller than 5'4". I think Bridge Guy's probably passed away or deceased or whatever. No, not Ron Logan. Everyone thought Bridge Guy was Ron Logan, and I'm like, no, there's no way a 70-something-year-old man did all that damage, if it's true what they said. Had to take him across the river. No, if it was him, he had help. Yeah. Somehow he had to have help. But like I said, I do agree with some of the YouTubers now. There is a sting going on in Indiana, and thank God. And they've been locking up a lot of people down south. Probably with connections to Keegan Kline, maybe. Here's the thing. He probably didn't turn himself in. Someone ratted on him, probably. Either that or the police tracked his phone to Keegan Kline's phone. It takes a while to get that data back, right? Ronnie Lawson's going to let him drive. He's a good old boy. Well, they're related, Izzy Rose. I think I've seen a video on that where they said they're second cousins or third cousins or whatever. Maybe. I don't know. Here's the thing. Don Wells was supposed to be at work when that happened. But now I've seen videos where they said Don Wells wasn't at work that day. So you really don't know what to believe. Excuse me. And I don't believe anything they say anymore, really. You don't know. And yes, Raphael is Raphael that was at the Delphi press release. Investigator. Or no, not investigator. He was a reporter. And you can hear Doug Carter tell Raphael that it was a good question that Raphael asked. And Raphael's being tracked himself. Because Doug Carter went ahead and said, Raphael, great question. Johnny, what do you think about Ronnie Lawson's son? Convicted for 20 years and only had to serve 1 year. Well, that just proves everything we were saying. The United States of America is corrupt, folks. It's sad but true. If that was any normal citizen, you're looking at execution, depending on where you're at. 7 or 8 girls, they said that he was intimate with, and supposedly they all were from the church that he. I mean, there's some crazy stuff going on, folks. Media, everything corrupt. Raphael is waiting for the coffee beans grinders. Raphael, you should be reporting on the Delphi case. I think what they did was started a new digital sting, or whatever they're saying, some digital sting or whatever down south. That's been going on for a while in Indiana. I've been telling people, they just don't listen. It's a group of them, big bunch of them, bunch of sickos. But I think they got a bunch of these guys already in jail that were connected to each other down south in Indiana. Excuse me. And thank God for that. You know, I know one person that attempted to do that to a child, and he's in there for 25 to life. Well, here's the thing, Izzy Rose. We can work with somebody that's made a mistake one time and realize their mistakes and change their life. These guys, like Ronnie Lawson's son, 7 or 8 times, this is somebody that can't change their life. They can't find God. They continue to do what they do, and they can't stop. We can't work with people like that. we can't have people out on the streets. I mean, of course, the government is pushing second chance, but good God, 7, 8 times, you know, and he probably would have continued to do more if he wasn't caught, right? So yeah, now what time is it? 9:57. So this press release should be starting pretty soon. You know what? I'm going to turn on the big screen because it might even be on the news on HLN, which I think I have that channel. Excuse me. So yeah, I spoke too soon. It looks like now the clouds are starting to roll in. You know what I'm thinking is maybe they got the wrong guy. Maybe they're looking for someone that does look like Richard Allen. That might have boots. Here's the thing. He didn't leave. That's crazy. A lot of these dudes that they picked up did the boot scoot boogie out of Delphi, Indiana, right? Harmon was a suspect. Greeno suspect. Michael Catt. And there was numerous others, Kurt, and all these guys. They all were part of this gang or club or whatever you want to call it, motorcycle gang or whatever they were. And that ain't me saying that. That was them saying that. Even Greeno said he belongs to a club or something like that. They ride Harleys or. Was it a retaliation, a drug retaliation thing? No, I remember when that case first came out, Delphi. One of the girls' fathers supposedly was busted for drugs and then turned informant on other people. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe it was a retaliation for him ratting out people. Maybe it was just a kiddie porn ring of a bunch of people sharing naked girl photos, young kid photos, and they all got nabbed. But they just created a monster. When he gets out, he's not going to leave nobody to talk next time. No, I don't know. Who knows? A press conference where they're congratulating each other and don't answer questions, but it's fun to watch middle-aged men with their hands folded in front of them. And yeah, Raphael, yeah. Well, I want to see the evidence. I want to see the evidence. You're not showing no evidence. They could be just trying to pin it on anybody. There are some YouTube channels that are out there that think the same way as we want the evidence. We want to see the evidence. We want to see the DNA. We want to see the crime scene photos. We want to make sure that they're telling the truth, that this was some kind of a gory, satanic ritual staging and all that. We want the proof. Like I said, it's too easy to set someone up these days, right? I know one person like that, went to church, worked every day. Everybody thought he was a nice guy, but he was a predator. Yeah, there's a lot of predators out there. Why are they predators with kids? What do these idiots see sexual in a child? I don't know. I don't know. I think it's more of they're making money from the kitty photos that they take. You know, I'm telling you, we're dealing with a bunch of sickos. The world just hasn't caught up to the rest of us. They're a bunch of nut jobs in our country. You know, maybe these guys turn towards children because real women, you know, don't want anything to do with them, or they can't. What is it? I don't know. This guy Richard Allen supposedly had 4 kids and a wife. You know, I'm thinking maybe it is some cult or some gang down there, and even the women are in on it. Maybe. Then again, here they said it was a power trip between the killer and the police in the Delphi. That it was some kind of a power trip thing. Uh, I don't know. I really don't care. I can say this much though. Uh, they're starting to say that there was a connection with churches and stuff. You know, I don't know. Maybe they tried to cover it up, but they just couldn't do it. They just didn't have the manpower or the money or whatever to cover it up. You know? We don't know if any of this is true. We're just going by what? YouTube videos. And someone did bring up a good point in the video. We don't have the proof. I've even said that from day one. We don't have the evidence to say that's what happened. We need crime scene photos. We need DNA. We need footprints. We need. There's a lot of things the citizens have not seen in the Delphi case. They're saying all kinds of sick, gory stuff happened to these girls. You know, engravings on their bodies. Well, how do these people know that when the crime scene photos were never released? You can't go by what someone says. The police might be using a tactic of they can lie, you know, and say it was horrendous when it really wasn't. You know, we don't know. It could have been. They're saying no, it wasn't horrendous. It was, drowning or whatever. But it really was horrendous. We don't know. That's why you can't hold evidence from the people. You know, you got to put that evidence out there so that people can say this is actually what happened. And we know this now because we have the crime scene photos. We have photos of the bodies and we can see exactly what it was. Like I said, we're looking for a lot of YouTubers, a lot of YouTube crime channels that uh, weren't what they said. A lot of people on YouTube, if you knew what some of us know, a lot of these people got records longer than both of our arms and legs and for bad things. You know, I don't know. How are they on Facebook? I don't know. How are they on YouTube? I don't know. There was supposed to be a law about that, but you know, it's a big organization, crime wave, whatever. I don't know. Izzy Rose. Yeah, have a good day. Be safe. Thanks for stopping in. And remember, check that candy with the young kids. But yeah, it's crazy stuff. All right, now this press conference should be getting. Oh, it's on.
That's good. If legal enforce will share additional information about what you can and cannot say. It also explains to you why the probable cause affidavit is temporarily sealed on the court and not available. And by the way, he has been a tremendous asset to this group. I'm yet again asking you for your patience and please your understanding while our system of due process works. Also remember that all persons arrested are presumed innocent. All persons arrested are presumed innocent. You all will have an innate desire to subjectively interpret and then report what you think. We in the law enforcement realm cannot, and you should never allow us to, talk about what we think concerning facts, but rather discuss and share at the right time what it is we know. The time will come when additional details can be released. But again, today is not that day.
It ain't him.
About Abby and Libby, their families, this community, this nation.
I imagine they got him in connection with Klein or
Prosecutor has been very
Greeno
clear
or one of the guys that got picked up.
about what can and cannot be released, shared, or discussed. So we will, of course, comply. If you choose to be critical of our silence, be critical of me, not the front line. These are the folks that have committed their entire lives to a successful conclusion. In other words, a guilty verdict. As we move to the next phase of this investigation, I will continue to offer all resources that the ISP has. It's not only the investigative team I anticipate rolling, but also to prosecutor the Cleveland as we prepare for the coming months. Again, Nick has been very resolute and very clear. And I'm most grateful for his leadership. And it's going to be really important as we move forward. Please continue offering tips that you would like to share. The many avenues to report will remain open and will be available to all.
All right. So there we go, folks. It is not him. If it was him, they wouldn't still be asking for tips in the case. Did he have anything to do with it? Maybe he was someone there, or maybe they tracked him with the Klein's kitty photo ring or whatever. But I'm glad that they're putting them all together in this bunch, because they could have been sharing photos of Abby and Libby amongst all of them, and that would make all of them. You know, we're going to put them all in a big bunch. You know, charge them all with conspiracy to commit murder and cover up murder and all kinds of stuff. So, like I said, folks, don't believe everything you hear on YouTube. And they're getting them little by little. Big giant sting going on. They're picking them all up. And they all had a part in it if they were sharing photos of Abby and Libby. I mean, Doug Carter's right about that. You know, they're watching them. They're watching all of them, and they're probably doing a giant sting. Now, I know I would be. And there is a good chance they might be able to create this law, the Abby and Libby law, the catfish law or whatever, where they bring all these people in. There might be 30, 40, 50 people they bring in charge. Uh, with a crime against Abby and Libby. We don't know. We hope so. We hope they get them, all of them. And, the citizens will help out if we see some sicko doing something like that. Uh, you know, out here where I'm from, and most of these people probably wouldn't have made it to a police station. But, we all got kids now and grandkids and everything. We're not going to do no good in prison. Even for society, our prisons are already overpopulated with stupid stuff. But there you go, folks. We're still looking for more tips. Why? Because there's a bunch of them. Bunch of idiots. Doug Carter's right about that. And the only thing I didn't like what Doug Carter said was it was a power trip. The killer wants to know what we know. And no, the whole United States wants to know, what these idiots did. Bunch of idiots. Morning, Ricky. But like I said, we're looking for a lot of these people. And folks, they're not just crime channels. They're all kinds of channels. Music channels. Well, they're investigating the music channels because Keegan Klein and some other of the people were involved in music. So they're checking that out. They're checking a lot of stuff out. Uh, the that was found supposedly, the cryptic note that they found in the Delphi case, um, that also I believe had music lyrics in it. All in time. They're getting to them one at a time, folks. One at a time. So, like I said, we're still on the hunt for massive amounts of people in America that are idiots. And they come in all versions and shapes. Crime channels. Uh, well, you name it. All kinds. And it is. I believe what they're saying. It's a big giant sting, electronic data sting that's going on. And they're tracking a lot of them. But it is interesting how these folks turn towards children. Well, they did it back at the time of Jesus when he was on earth. It was a lot worse then. Then they would auction off kids just for sex and stuff, slavery and so they're going through everything, and I don't blame them. You can't have the greatest country in the world with a bunch of nut jobs running around. It just is impossible. So they're cleaning America up. And it's about time. It should have been done 50 years ago. But one at a time, they're getting to these people. One at a time. One at a time. So does anyone have any thoughts about the Delphi case or the Summer Wells case? What about the Evansdale girl case, which I believe one of the girls, it could have been misidentification. You know? No, it ain't raining here. I woke up this morning, it was foggy, but then the sun broke through, burned up a lot of the fog, but then the clouds came back, and now it's a little bit foggy out. No rain, but it was supposed to rain this whole weekend and today, but we lucked out. Keep going, Doug Carter, and your investigation. You're going to see a lot of people now coming up with you keep an eye out for people that are changing phones a lot. Keep an eye out on people that are changing phones a lot. There's a reason they're changing them phones a lot. That's what we're looking for. Keep an eye on people that are changing their computers a lot, because them are the people that are probably mixed up in the. And then I'm not talking about adult porn. I'm talking about this kiddie porn crap that's going around. I don't know what kind of a sick world we live in, you know, that finds little kids sexual, but not in my country. Sorry, boys. I got to refill my coffee. Excuse me. Like I said, Raphael, turn yourself in. That'd be the best thing for you to do. I think Doug Carter's, if you watch the Delphi case, Raphael, he's talking right to you, Raphael. What does he say in the Delphi press release? Raphael asked him a question. Doug Carter turns around and says, "Great question, Raphael." And then gives a face. You're all suspicious. You're all being watched by Doug Carter and the investigating team. Yeah. They're all looking for you. Electronically being tracked by phones, computers, iPads. Be safe. Now, is it a coincidence that Doug Carter's talking to Raphael, a reporter that asked a question in the crime case of the Delphi girls? I don't know. Did they send Raphael to try and get me to break up the investigation that's going on, the vigilante team that's running around that they can't get control of, but only I have control of it? I'm sorry, Mr. Carter, but we refuse to let these idiots out on our streets and our YouTube. Sorry. No, I'm not a gigolo, Raphael. No, Raphael, you are. Do you want me to pull up the video where you ask Doug Carter a question, and Doug Carter says, "Good question, Raphael." Well, because only the killers would know to ask that question. Turn yourself in, Raphael. Make it easier on yourself. Just joking, Raphael. You don't have to boot scoot boogie out of Indiana yet. Or are you Sean Harmon? Or are you Anthony Greeno from behind the? Are you Derek Kurtz? Are you? Are you? Are you Brian Chadwell? Are you from another YouTube channel? I don't know. The Poop Cootie Boogies. Are you Ryan Upchurch, like everyone's saying? It's Upchurch. He's using an alt account. Maybe. We don't know. And that's why we're taking this in front of Congress and Senate for a new law. YouTube has become a weapon for these idiots, right? Oh, good morning, Miss Ombeck Pecky Peck. I hope your day is going well. I hope you had a nice sleep. I had a real good sleep last night. I went to bed early. Folks, check out Miss Ombeck Pecky Peck's channel. She got some real nice t-shirts too. But things are changing here in Indiana. Yeah, it's starting to get back to normal. People are being picked up. People ain't going out on the streets and everything because we don't know. The killer could be still among us. I think so. Yeah, I think so. So on this Halloween day, everybody have a great day. I am going to do an outdoor video. It's kind of foggy out. Get that outdoor video in today. I got a couple things to do. I've been taking a lot of stuff to my shed, cleaning it out. I cleaned out my shed a little bit and then brought more stuff to put in my shed. Did you hear that, Raphael? I don't think Raphael heard what you were talking about, Ricky. Raphael, call Doug Carter. He wants you to ask. He needs more people to ask good questions. Halloween is the worst day of the year and the gateway to all of the shitty holidays. Oh boy. Oh boy, Raphael. Calm down. Calm down, Raphael. Calm down. What's next? One of the greatest holidays in the world is coming up, Thanksgiving. And that's when we lose most of our, willpower to be on a diet. I've been drinking lemon water for the past week. I've been watching my portions. And it all will come to an end on November of Thanksgiving, where we gain every bit of the weight back. No, I didn't hear that, but that's okay. We won't. We won't judge him, although I think it's wrong. But no, I didn't hear that, Rick. I didn't hear that. But there ain't nothing we could do about it, right? I'm sorry. There's one thing you'll never change. No, sorry. Ricky, do Vienna sausages count? How about spam? Well, spam is good because you can mold it into a turkey, you know. Uh, of course, the Vienna sausages, you could get toothpicks and create your own turkey with Vienna sausage. Uh, you know, me, I usually do turkey. Our family does turkey. There was a couple years that we did lasagna instead of turkey. Well, I'm sorry. Lasagna, we did the bread, we did all this stuff, you know. But I like a good old fashioned, I'm used to it, a turkey, sweet potatoes, baked beans, stuffing, vegetables, mashed potatoes, gravy, cranberry sauce, olives, the whole thing, you know. And that's what I'm used to, and hopefully we go back to that. But for a couple years, we did do the lasagna thing. And lasagna don't make you tired. I like turkey because you eat a couple pieces of good turkey, and next thing you know, you're on the couch just sleeping away. You know, for us people that are sober and clean, turkey is like heroin to a heroin junkie, right? Well, to us Thanksgiving dudes that are hooked on Thanksgiving, turkey is like a drug, and it's legal. You know, it's legal. But there we go, folks. I imagine they did pick up Richard Allen in connection with the Delphi case. Probably because he was sharing photos with probably people or whatever. Maybe he is the killer, but we'll find out. They'll get to it. You know, do I think he's the killer? I don't know. I don't have the proof. Only the police have the proof to say he's the killer or not. Right? Oh. So this is an hour video. I'm gonna end. Oh, hey, Bendejo is here. The great Bendejo. You know Bendejo. There was a lot of people that came into my chat, and I don't think I put Bendejo in jail. I think it was one of my mods, maybe. But I released Bendejo. He's back. And I released Johnny's military service. But I don't think I put him in. He was my military. Why would I put my own military in prison? I don't think so. It don't work that way. It was probably somebody else. But I released everybody from my YouTube holding cell. You know, people were in here, free Bendejo, free Bendejo, free Bendejo. I'm like, I didn't put Bendejo in the clinker. Someone else did. I think it was some of the people that sit back and watch my channel and watch you guys come into my chat and you mess everything up. I've actually got women that come into my chat and they're like, make me a mod and I'm going to get rid of all these people. They're too mean. I'm like, Ricky's always in here. Yeah. Ricky, I watch. Ricky's on other guitar channels that I'm watching and everything. You know, I know Ricky. Ricky's cool, but you know, Bendejo. It could be D-Tube. We haven't seen D-Tube. You know, my song I did when D-Tube was missing is climbing the charts. Have you guys seen D-Tube in a while? Probably not. You know, what in the world happened to D-Tube? Yeah, D-Tube, Bendejo's right. The D-Tube is one of his top 10 songs. It's moving up the song that I did. We Miss You, Deep Bendejo. Or no, it was D-Tube. Miss You, D-Tube. Climbing the charts pretty big. But then we found out that D-Tube got hacked and somebody was using his account. And he had to reopen his account. Or something like that. It was horrible. But D-Tube is alive, I think. I haven't seen D-Tube in here for a long time. I haven't seen D-Tube in the other guitar channels either for a while. All right, folks. Is there anything else you folks want to get out before the D-Tube song will be on the Rolling Stones list that Dave tears apart tonight. Yep. He's going to be upset, but that song's making it big and it's climbing the charts. And D-Tube, we miss you. We hope you're safe. I don't know. I haven't seen D-Tube anywhere in the chats. Anywhere in the, I think he went with Gussie Wells to I seen Gussie Wells the other night in Metalhead Hippies channel, but I think Gussie Wells, D-Tube, and a couple of them went to Discord. That's the new big thing, Discord. I don't like it because it's a bunch of kids and gamers and stuff like that. But I think they went over to Discord. Yeah. Folks, make sure you check out Dave Levine's channel at 8 o'clock tonight. The Halloween special. I don't know. You know, I imagine they might have special guests. I've been chilling over at Metalhead Hippies a lot, his channel. I see Mitch Heyman is back fired up with Don. Yeah, Gussie Wells was on Metalhead Hippies. I seen him over there the other night. Of course, the Mishmash is over at Metalheads all the time. And yeah, we just been I think I seen him over at Steve from Boston's too, maybe. Oh no, that was I think that was Joe and Crowbar. Which now Crowbar's back on Dave's channel. That's cool. And then you got Jerry, you got Lane or Dane from Zimmerman's Guitars. You know, his guitar store. You got Joe, Electric Omega. Yeah, Crowbar. I see Crowbar all the time over at Steve's from Boston's channel in this chat. Which Steve has a great sounding channel. Great sounding guitar sounds from a plugin. You know, from a plugin. I got to get a new computer and get set up. the proper way. You know who I haven't seen in a while on Dave's channel is Ryan from the Midwest. I haven't seen Ryan. Come on, Ryan, get out there. We know you got new guitars. We want to see the new guitars. I love when Mitch, co-host Don, didn't know who Warren DeMatti was. Check out the Does It Doom channel. Steve has a killer channel. Yeah, I know I've seen Crowbar over there. I think Crowbar's modding for him, for Steve. I think Steve got another new guitar. God dang it, he's getting all these. The people are sending him guitars. I got to start doing. I'm going to start doing reviews on equipment. Maybe some of these big equipment dudes will start sending me a bunch of guitars and equipment. Yeah, Ryan got married. Ricky, were you at the show when Ryan said he was getting married and they were having it at a big banquet hall? And I went ahead and posted in Dave's chat, Ryan, Deli Force will be at the wedding. Can you please leave 2 tickets at the door for me and a guest? Deli Force will be at Ryan's wedding. And then I asked him what was for dinner. Of course, he said, we're having roast beef. I'm like, we're there. Leave 2 tickets at the door. He bought a guitar on his honeymoon. Yeah. Well, he got rid of a lot of guitars. I think Ryan had a whole bunch. I think he got rid of them. I know he got rid of that Paul Reed Smith. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. All right, I'm going to end this video, folks. I got to get a great outdoors video in. We got some clouds coming in. We got a little bit of fog. The temperatures are kind of warm. That's cool. But keep an eye on the weather because they are calling for rain today, but we got none here yet. So we're good with that. I do want to thank Rafael Bendejo, Ricky Compton, Izzy Rose, the great, incredible, beautiful, talented Ombek Pekipek. I want to thank Kahana. You guys go check out Kahana's channel. The kid is really good at singing and music and playing guitar. Real good. Check out Tribulation Kid and Woo Kim's channel and all these incredible people. A lot of talent. Check out Pendar's channel. Good morning, Pendar. Did you watch the press release on the Delphi case? Pendar. Ricky Compton, I just watched a unboxing of the new Kramer Striker electric guitar, and boy, I'll tell you what, it sounded and looked great. Geez, Bendejo. Now be safe, Pendar, in my chat, because I don't know what these. Bendejo just said, my wife tells me she hopes my parents die. I gotta love her. I don't know, that striker's pretty nice. That new striker that's out. They put it in juniper red, purple, and black. It's got the hockey puck headstock on it, or the hockey stick headstock. They're all nice. I'm waiting for them to make the neck through Beretta Special neck through, just like the SM1. Yeah, Steve from Boston has one, the SM1, which is now the flagship of Kramer. But there'll be some new stuff coming out, you know. There'll be some new stuff coming out, but they're selling good. You know, the cheaper Kramers are selling really good. I mean, where else can you get a guitar for 179 bucks that plays great? And the one thing about Kramer guitars is their necks. They make a great neck for a guitar. They make a fast, great neck. And I would like to see some very, some variations in the neck. Hey, you can get this Kramer striker with the Kramer neck that was on the original, or you can get a C shape or a variation in the neck size. I'd like to see more of that. I had a Epiphone Zakk Wylde Bullseye guitar, but that guitar only came with one neck, and it was like a baseball bat. The thing was giant. It was just bulky. It was just giant. But that was the only version you could get. It was up to what Zakk Wylde plays, right? Well, not everybody plays the same or has the same hand size as Zakk Wylde. So that would be cool. Did you watch Mod Wars, Johnny? When? Last night, Pendar? I watched some of it. You ladies had to eat hot dogs, bananas, mayonnaise, and I think there was one. Who won, Pendar? You won? Pendar, how could you win? That was gross. Potted meat. Oh my God. With banana? Oh my God. Who are you taking on next week, Pendar? I can't believe that White Rabbit. Hey, I did watch. Who's the dude that was doing the commentary on White Rabbit's channel? Pendar said, I went after them hot dogs like I was going down on Mandar. That's sick, but funny. That was Rabbit doing the commentary. Good God. Rabbit's got a beard and a mustache. I thought Rabbit was a woman. Oh, God. You ate the banana with chopsticks? Oh, my God. You women are wild, I'll tell you that much. Fizzle Crank is your next victim. Fizzle Crank, get out of town. Pendar is coming for you next week with the Mod Wars. Does Mr. White Rabbit know that Mrs. White Rabbit has a mustache and a beard? I hope so. I was like, who's this dude? I guess it was White Rabbit. How deceiving is YouTube? Women are men. Men are women. This is horrible. We need to regain some control back on my YouTube. Yeah, even Mandar said Rabbit is normally a lot prettier. I don't know. All I know is some dude was on there with a mustache and beard. It's like, who's this? All right, folks. I think I'm done with this video. We are still taking leads and tips on the Delphi murders. Of course, it's a bunch of them. Big ring. So we are taking tips still. Call the sheriff's department if you have tips. Next week is sardines and pickles and eggs. Oh my God. That ain't going to be pretty. I can tell you that much. That ain't going to be a pretty sight. Especially after the pickles, the eggs, and the sardines mixed together. It ain't going to be a pretty sight. We're talking busting porcelain that night. I know Mr. Mandar won't like that night. Yeah, I don't think Rabbit will be happy until you ladies are eating roadkill. Yeah. Which there are some people in certain states that do eat roadkill. I don't think she will be happy until, and I want proof that it's roadkill. White Rabbit, I want proof. Meaning, I want you to see a roadkill on the side of the road. You pull over, you film, picking it up, putting it in the bag, putting it in your vehicle, cooking it up, and the rest of these. And your mods have to eat the roadkill. Or what White Rabbit would have to do is she would have to have her mods film picking up roadkill and cooking it and then eating it. This is going to be ugly. It's going to be very ugly. But that's the price you got to pay to be a mod for White Rabbit. Oh, Lord, Johnny, don't encourage her. She don't watch my channel, Pendar. So you don't have to worry. She won't ever see this. But that's what I would do if I was in control. Now, you mods, I want you to pull over on the side of the road. We want proof that you're picking up roadkill. And then you got to cook that roadkill and eat it to be a mod for my channel. Joking. I'm just joking. Pendar said, I'm not even her mod. Then what are you doing in the mod wars, Pendar? Good God, woman. The rule was you have to be a mod somewhere. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Oh, so you just got to be a mod on a channel somewhere to be in Mod Wars. Oh, all right. I thought it was only just her mods, but I guess you could be mods anywhere and then Mod Wars. And then you got to eat all kinds of crazy stuff. You know? I'll tell you what, if I'm ever on that channel, I will be doing the live stream from the toilet because some of the stuff they eat is unbelievable. But then again, if I do my live from the bathroom, everyone's going to label me as a Don Wells. You know? Remember that when Don Wells took a dump right on camera? Don, what do you think happened? I don't know, but boom. Yeah, it's pretty ugly out here. And did he just take a dump? I think so. I think he just took a dump on camera. Yeah, boom. I'm in the bathroom right now. Nah, what can we do? It's all in good fun, right? Now, I'm going to get off this contraption because I got to get a great outdoors video in. And folks, check out little Ida's channel. Great young woman. Well, she's not young, but great woman. Incredible woman. Check out One Woman's Wilderness. What a channel. Check out little Hannah Lee Dugan's channel. Great independent women. And they play music. They're great singers and music people and outdoors people. You know, Little Ida's Farm she's very talented with music. Very talented. So is that little Hannah Lee Dugan. She sings. She's talented. Check out these channels. Check out the Pendar channel. Check out little Ombek Pecky Peck's channel. Be safe. Johnny, you need a mod or two so they can drop links. Oh, you know what, Pendar? Thanks for reminding me. That's what I'm going to start doing on my channel is I'm going to start dropping links, right? And I believe in order to drop links, let me check this out real quick, folks. Let me check this real quick. All right, here's a channel I sub to. Great crime channel. And I'm going to post in my chat right now. Oh. I am learning how to do things. And here is the first link I'm dropping. Folks, check out Kate Does Crime, the crime channel. And now I'm going to start posting all kinds of people in my lives, even Pendar's channel. Looky there. Looky there. Pendar, I do have a couple mods, but they're creators too. They can't be here all the time. You know, they're very, very famous and everything on YouTube. You know, they can't. So check out Kate Does Crime. I'll be dropping. Check out little Alex Erickson's crime channel. Check out Brittany J's channel. Check out all these channels. And I'm from now on, that's what I'm going to be doing. And let me throw in little Pecky Pecks. You know, she's such a nice young lady. And I think she's married or something, but we're all friends, right? We're all friends. There we go. Check out them channels. Now, I will be back with another video here shortly of the great outdoors and the clouds that are coming in. Hopefully it don't rain. If it does, it does. What can we do? Let me throw in the old Pendar's channel real quick while she's here. Pendar's Playhouse? What's this, Pendar? Is this a secret Pendar's Playhouse? What's this all about? There's Pendar's. Aha! Oh, sorry, Pendar. Shh. Not that one, Johnny. Oh, I'm sorry. I already posted Pendar's late night. All right, I'm going to end this video. I will be back, and I will start letting you folks, I will start posting your folks' channels in my chat. Hold on a minute. I gotta go to the little boy's room. Too much coffee. All right. Now you folks have a great day. Be safe. Keep an eye on the kids, and make sure you check the candy that the kids bring home. And I'm gonna rewatch the Delphi press release and see what's going on, and folks, if you have any tips or anything, call the Indiana Sheriff's Department down south down there. And I imagine it's everything we said it was. It's a big group of them, and they're locking all these bad boys up that are sickos. And you know we support that, right? Of course, they are all innocent until proven guilty. But, you know, we'll take what we can get, right? Now, I want to thank all of you for stopping in today. Have a great day. I'll be right back here shortly with a great outdoors video. And I like them videos because I can do stuff without having to be in the video. I do want to give a shout out to little Hanley Dugan and her new home that she bought. It's beautiful. And it's a great location for outdoor videos. She got deer right in her backyard. Yeah, great place to do videos, outdoor videos. Now, you folks have a great day. Be safe. I'll be back here shortly. Love all of you. Make sure you check out Pendar's channel, Ombek Pecky Peck's channel. And I posted someone else's channel in here too. Kate Does Crime. I want to tell you to check out the Mob Crew channel. Check out his channel. Yeah. All right, folks. Have a great day. Be safe. Happy Halloween.